pull out. Lady Marmalade, whatever. Hey everyone! So today I thought I would do a makeup tutorial for you guys. The weather has been getting really nice here and it's making me really excited for summer. Today in particular I think is going to be quite a nice warm day, the warmest we've had so far. So I've decided to do a nice spring and summer makeup look for you guys. So let's get started. So I'm just going to start by applying some foundation. Normally I just wear a BB cream like this, but today I'm going to use foundation. So I'm going to be using the CoverGirl True Blend number 410, which is Classic Ivory. So I'm just going to apply that using a nice round brush like this. So I've already applied my moisturizer and my eye cream and all that stuff, so just make sure that you do that first because that's very important. You always want to make sure that you're using proper skincare, and moisturizer is a must. So you just want to make sure to blend out your foundation on your neck so that you don't get like a line across here or your jawline. You want to blend it down into your neck. Next I'm going to apply concealer around my eyes, and I'm going to be using the Maybelline, the label's still worn on this, I can barely read it, but it's the Maybelline Age Rewind Dark Circles Eraser Treatment Concealer, and this one is in the color Brightener, or yes, Brightener. So that's what I'm going to be using around my eyes. I really love this product. It really brightens up the eye area and it's not really thick or cakey or anything like that. I really love this product. And I just use the applicator that's on it. Some people don't like it, but I don't mind it, so I just use it. So I'm just going to put in the corners, underneath my eye, all the way out to the corner, and then down my nose, and then back up from the nose to the corner of my eye in a triangle shape. And I'm just going to use my finger to blend and just pat. So there you can see a really big difference from the brightness. So as you can see, this stuff is great. So next I want to cover up any blemishes that I have, and I use a different concealer for that. I'm going to be using this CoverGirl Smoothers concealer, and I'm using 705 Fair. So just on any blemishes, and I just pat it in with my finger till it blends. Any red spots on my chin because it gets a little bit red, and around my nose also tends to get red. Any old scars. And then I'm also going to use this concealer here just over the tops of my eyes as a eyeshadow primer so that my eyeshadow shows up a lot nicer and stays much better. It also helps cover any veins might be showing in your eyes. A lot of people tend to have veins on their eyelids. You want to cover those up. The next thing I want to do is just set my concealer and the rest of my foundation. And I'm just going to use a big fluffy brush like this, and I'll be using my usual pressed powder, which is the Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder, and I'm using number 120 Classic Ivory. So I just want to get my eyes first, set my concealer in place, first make sure there's no creases by patting. Just pat that under my eyes. my eyelids. And I just like to make sure that I go under the eyes and across my cheekbone, not into the corner of my eyes. I don't want to get too much powder and dry it out too much there because I like to keep my eye area nice and moist. So yeah, I don't want to put too much powder around my eyes. But I do still want to set my concealer. And then I go places that have a lot more shine and tend to get more shiny throughout the day. So around my nose, and between my eyebrows, my forehead, my cheeks, just the apples of my cheeks really, and my chin. And then just quickly dust the whole thing. I don't really want to have a bunch of powder all over my face, just in those places that tend to get oily throughout the day. So the next thing that I like to do is my eyebrows. So I'm going to be using my eyebrow pencil. I like my pencil. I know a lot of people like the powders and the gels and stuff like that, but I haven't really found one that I really like. I find that it's hard to find a color that matches my eyebrows. Everything seems to have too much of a reddish undertone, and that looks really unnatural on me, and I really don't like it. So I use this eyebrow pencil here, and it's in graphite, and it's a Personnel brand. You can't find this brand anywhere but on the east coast of Canada. Anywhere that they have a pharmacy called Jean Coutu, or Jean Coutu, depending on your pronunciation, if you're French or English. Anyways, if you don't have that store around, just look for a pencil that is in the graphite color. That should work if you have the same problem as me. So first I like to just use like a little spoolie brush and brush through my eyebrows, get rid of any of that makeup that might have stuck in there. And then I have just a spot here from, I have a scar in my eyebrow, so hair doesn't really grow there, so I like to fill that in. And then my arches are kind of uneven. This one doesn't really have an arch, so I just like to even things out. And then I also just extend the tail just very slightly, and then I just comb them again, just to make everything blend nicely and look more natural. Now for the next step, I'm going to be applying some bronzer. And I only like to apply a very little amount of bronzer just along my cheekbones, just to add a little bit more definition to my face, to give me a little bit more shape, and just along my temples and my nose, and just very, very lightly. So I'm using this bronzer by Rimmel. It's number 021 in Sunlight, and this is the Natural Bronzer Waterproof Bronzing Powder. And I'm just going to use a small angle brush. And just apply it here, lightly, up to my cheeks, up toward my temples, and I just load my brush, tap off the excess, and then I just squeeze it so that I get it flat. And I just go along the sides of my nose, like that, and just along the tip, like that, and then I just blend it out using my powder brush, blend it out a little bit. So next I'm going to apply my blush, and I'm going to be using this Stila brand custom color blush, and it's self-adjusting pink. It had two themes actually, a self-adjusting pink and a self-adjusting coral, and I really couldn't decide which one I wanted, but I went for the pink since I tend to go for more pink blushes anyhow. And pink is really flattering on anybody. It makes you look really feminine, and so it's really, really bright pink color. It's almost sort of unbelievable, but it really does turn into a really nice shade of pink on your cheeks. If anyone has tried the self-adjusting coral, let me know how you like that one, and maybe I'll think about getting that one too. So I'm just using just a smaller fluffy powder brush or blush brush. And just apply it lightly to the apples of my cheeks and then just slightly up. So as you can see, it's not really that bright once you have it on. So now I'm going to start on the eyes, and I'm going to be using my Sephora Color Anthology palette. I'm just going to be using a white eyeshadow. So it's very, very white on the entire eyelid. If I can find my brush. Actually, I'm just going to use my finger because I can pack more color on that way, and I really want this to be white. So just using my finger for this part. Applying the white just up to the crease. Next I'm going to take a fluffier eyeshadow brush, and so I'm going to be using this for my crease area, and I'm going to use my bronzer as my crease color. Just going to go into the crease, around, and you want to be able to see this color when you have your eyes open. So if you're looking straight into your mirror, you need to make sure that you pull this color up enough and you can see it when you're looking straight. Next I'm going to take a shimmery white shadow, and I'm using this CoverGirl eyeshadow palette. It is Eye Enhancers number 105 Cafe au lait, I believe it is. And I'm going to be just using the little brush that comes with it. So I'm just going to load that up really well. And I'm just going to pack that onto my eyelids, concentrating more on the center than the corners. Then I'm going to be taking that same color and a very small eyeshadow brush. And I'm going to apply some of that along my bottom lash line. And I just want to drag it down. Next, I'm going to be using this very dark brown eyeshadow in the Maybelline Nudes palette. And I'm going to be using an angled eyeshadow brush. I'm just going to be applying some of this to my top lash line, very, very close to the lashes, just to add a little bit of thickness and a little bit of fullness. You don't really want too much of this. Then when I get to the outer corners, I'm just going to create a very slight flick. And that's just going to create an illusion of thickness and more lashes at the corner of my eye once I have my mascara on. So next thing, I'm going to take a nude eye pencil, and this one is Rimmel Scandalized in number 005 Nude. So I'm just going to take it, I'm going to line the bottom waterline. I'm going to go right into the corner of my eye. Next I'm going to take this turquoise eyeliner, and it's by Eyebrow Metallic Kohl Eyeliner in 172 Carousel. That's how you pronounce it apparently. Carousel. So I'm going to use this to line my bottom waterline over top of the nude pencil. And this is just to make this color show up a little bit brighter, and then all the way in to the teared up area as well. Then once again, I'm going to be taking my Sephora Color Anthology palette, and I'm going to be using turquoise color. I'm going to go for this sort of emerald turquoisey metallic color. And I'm once again going to use my angled eyeshadow brush and very carefully line my lash line, my bottom lash line. So mostly just on the outer corner, and then very lightly. And then once again going to take that turquoise eyeliner I used to line my water lines, and I'm going to go along the lash line. Mostly along the outer corner. And just taper it towards the center. You want it to be darker out here. Next I'm going to take my highlighter powder, and I'm using the powder palette Mineral Glow Pearls Translucent Pearl, and it is by Physician Formula. And we're not going to add a whole bunch of highlighting to this look. We really just want to put a little bit on our fingers and then just touch it in the corners of our eyes. Maybe even use that white shimmery color that we used earlier for our eyelids. And we're also going to apply some of this white shadow to underneath our brows, like so. Next, you want to curl your lashes. Now you're ready to apply your mascara. You can use your favorite mascara. I am today using the CoverGirl Full Lash Bloom Mascara, and I'm using in very black, so you want to use a black mascara for this. So I've applied 2 coats of mascara to my upper lashes. Now I'm just going to apply a very, very, very light coat to my bottom lashes. And you want to concentrate most of the color towards the roots of your bottom lashes. Just get it in there and wiggle it back and forth at the roots. Alright, now to finish the look. This is the fun part. First, this is not so fun, but first I'm going to apply some lip balm. And if you're curious, I'm using this Soft Lips Lip Moisturizer with SPF 15, and this is Strawberry Sugar. I love this. So I'm just going to apply some of that and work it into my lips, and then I'm going to wipe it, most of it off. And then, okay, now this is the fun part. I'm going to be applying a coral lipstick. And coral lip color is really awesome for making your skin just look really bright and glowy, and it's so awesome. So I have 2 different ones that I got here, and it's really hard for me to decide which one I want to use. This one's first one here is Lasting Finish Color Rush by Rimmel. It says it's a long-lasting intense color balm, and it is in the color 620 Lady Marmalade. Whatever. It's a great color. So it's pretty much the color of the tube, but it just looks really pretty on your lips. And the second one I found, this one is slightly more pink than the Rimmel one. This one is by Maybelline New York, and it's the color Sensational. It says that it's a new line, and it's got this really great purple packaging, such a great color. But it's in color number 740 Coral Burst, and I'll show you the color. So it's just a really great coral. It's just awesome. I love it. So I think what I'll do, since I can't decide which one I want to use, I'll just line my lips with this Rimmel one, and I'll fill in with this color. So this is the finished look, a little pop of colors on your eyes and a nice bright coral lip. It looks really great, as I said, for spring and summer. I don't really do a whole lot of makeup tutorials. I love doing them, and I love makeup, and I love hair. I don't do a whole lot of them. There's just so many great tutorials out there already, and there's just so many great beauty channels out there that I guess I feel a little intimidated sometimes. But if you guys like this video, make sure that you give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see me do more makeup tutorials, then make sure to leave me a comment below to let me know that you do want them, and maybe some suggestions of looks that you would like to see. You can send me some photos or whatever. So just comment below if you want to see me do makeup tutorials more frequently. If you guys want to come find me on Facebook and Twitter and Pinterest and a few other places, I've got those links in the description. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel to keep up with all of my videos. As I said, I hope you guys like this video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all. I'll see you guys in my next video. Have an awesome day. Bye. Or Jean Couture, depending on your pronunciation. And I'm using this 172, I can't pronounce this name, and I'm using this CoverGirl Cura line, the don't pull out. Curacao. That's how you pronounce it apparently. Lady Marmalade. Lady Marmalade? Lady Marmalade. Whatever.